guys. I just finished watching Bernie's Town Hall on CNN, and I have them playing in the background, unfortunately. I gotta listen to these people downplay Bernie's performance and say that, you know, one of the panelists said that, you know, he doesn't have a diverse group of voters. Again, with the whole Bernie bro thing, without saying it, you know, a little jab there. But overall, I'm gonna be honest. As you know, I said in previous ones, I am a Bernie supporter. I was, but I have to be honest. His performance was, you know, he played his greatest hits. You know, all the policy, he was there, policy. But there were a couple of questions where he looked rusty and he looked uncomfortable. I have to mention, you know, Wolf Blitzer. You know, he was kind of a prick about it, asking about the tax returns and talking about when you're going to get all 10 years of tax returns ready. And Bernie wasn't ready for that question. He kind of said, "Oh, we'll get it when we get it," you know. And Wolf Blitzer kept asking, and then he kept getting more and more agitated with the question, you know, it being asked over and over. Then he was asked about reparations, and he talked about different situations of, you know, investing, talking about legislation of investing in those impoverished areas and things like that. And then Wolf Blitzer was saying that, what do you mean by that? Like, what do you mean in reparations? Because, you know, Elizabeth Warren and Castro and Kamala Harris said they support reparations. And he was like, okay, I just told you what I'm for, and, you know, what does that mean? You know, so he wasn't, you know, that was a new question for him, and I don't think he was prepared for that. And but overall, it was a really good town hall. He had some good little jokes in there about, you know, there was a Trump joke in there about if he was on the debate stage with him, you know, what is he gonna do to beat Trump? He said, well, first I'm gonna bring a lie detector on stage, and every time he tells a lie, it's gonna go beep, you know. So that was a good little joke there, and he threw a couple of jabs at Wolf Blitzer with about the how you gonna pay for it, and I did tweet that way before in the morning. I did tweet that. That's how the CNN thing is gonna go. How you gonna pay for it? 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 So he did give Wolf Blitzer a little jab here and there about it. He goes, yeah, Wolf is gonna ask me right now. He's gonna ask me how I'm gonna pay for it. Just give me a second. Give me a second, Wolf. You know, and you know the crowd loved it, and you know, and I loved his question. I mean, his answers when they were talking about Trump supporters and the rural areas, and can he bridge the gap? And he was like, yes, I think I can bridge the gap, and they're Americans just like us, and they care about the issues that affect them, their families and themselves, and I believe I can. And he has campaigned in those, he's had town halls in West Virginia, and he has had a room full of Trump supporters cheering for Medicare for all. I remember I saw Kyle Kalinske did a video on it and watched it. I watched it for myself and then I saw the video on it, and it just reaffirmed it that that's what happened. As for the rust, I think it was just like repetition. He's been out of the game with this type of thing for a while, and the party has changed a little bit in issues. You know, they still have the same, you know, Medicare for all, free college, things like that. But now there's reparations, and there's other things that he wasn't prepared for. But all in all, I think he did really well. If I'm gonna grade him, I give him a B+. Because I want to be as, you know, I want to be as fair as possible. I don't want to be just, oh, I love Bernie and he did everything right. I don't want to be like that. I want to give you my honest opinion, and that's my honest opinion. As a Wolf Blitzer, oh my God, please, CNN, don't ever have him as a moderator again. He was just like watching paint dry. He was like watching grass grow. It was like torture. But anyway, I hope you guys liked the video. check it out for yourself if you haven't. It was really good. Bernie did his greatest hits, and he went straight to policy, and a lot of his answers were really good. And I think as time goes on, he will get better with repetition, and he'll answer the questions going forward much better. Until then, have a good night, guys. Peace.